at this. I'm like Chris Pratt on the set of Love and Thunder right now. Anyway, so we're not talking about Love and Thunder, we're talking about Spider-Man. There is a 30-second, it looks like, 30-second sneak peek of... There are so many titles at this point. No, it's called Spider-Man No Way Home. Given all the fake titles that the cast gave out, I'm okay with just calling it just about anything at this point. So I'm excited for the new Spider-Man Home Depot. It's based on where the last one left off. It's gonna go in an interesting direction now. Everybody knows Spider-Man's identity, and I can't wait to see where they take that. So yeah, two main Spider-Man movies in the MCU now with Tom Holland. I love them. I love the Spider-Man home whatever movies, you know, Homecoming, Far From Home, you know. But they're a joy, you know. I enjoy them. Not as much as I enjoy the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, but these movies are still a pleasure to watch, really, especially with Tom Holland. I've said it before, Tom Holland as Peter Parker, as this version of Peter Parker, is excellent. Excellent choice, excellent performance. And it's interesting that these aren't... I've started to pick up on it. These Spider-Man movies aren't necessarily... They're a little different in the sense that they're not... you know, Spider-Man stories as much as, you know, they're you know, like the Raimi trilogy or the unfinished Mark Webb trilogy. I'm not making fun of that. It is sad that we didn't get a third movie to that franchise, but it is what it is. But it's interesting that, like, these MCU Spider-Man movies, they're about Spider-Man, but they're about Spider-Man continuing to be incorporated into this Marvel universe, you know, with all these other characters, because it's a bigger comic book universe, unlike the other movies. It's not a Spider-Man in the sense of it's about a Spider-Man story. He's part of these bigger plots, these bigger events happening, like in Far From Home, you know, yeah, where he's getting sucked into this problem, you know, Mysterio, who, by the way, was a great villain. He's one of my favorite MCU villains. At first, watching the movie, when they revealed the plot for Mysterio, I was like, but then the movie, by the time the movie was finished, I was like, excellent. So, and they had to kill him off. They really had to kill him off, too. It's fine. You either die a great villain, or you live long enough to see yourself. Sorry, I'm trying to get creative, but I'm just gonna go ahead with what I was saying. Yeah, Far From Home was about Spider-Man getting sucked into this bigger problem, you know, the Mysterio threatening the lives of people around the world. It's Nick Fury is like, you need to help us out, but he just wants to go on his trip and date MJ, you know. It's a Spider-Man story that's being affected by the larger MCU, and that's interesting. And going back to what I said about the Mark Webb, unfinished Mark Webb trilogy, not to worry, because we might get Andrew Garfield in this movie. Who knows? We might get... I mean, some of the characters from the past movies are coming. Molina as Doc Ock. He's coming back. That's great. Might be as a, you know, Doc Ock from another universe. They might go to Spider-Verse route and do something like that. Might be from the Raimi universe merging with the MCU universe, which I don't... Personally, I'm not too sure about yet. I don't know how I feel about that, but Marvel's always made it work, so what the heck. We'll see what happens if that's what they do. Once again, they're continuing to incorporate Spider-Man's story being part of a wider Marvel Cinematic Universe story. He's a minor character in a bigger, ever-changing, ever-working universe. But he still has his own problems to contend with. And now his identity has been given to the whole world. His story is about to become a whole lot bigger and a whole lot more interesting, and we'll see what happens to him and his friends and his family. You know? So now I don't know what this is specifically. It could be a short trailer sneak peek, it could be a cute behind the scenes thing, behind the scenes gag. But let's check it out.
Alright, so?
It was a fake name again. No shot. I just don't understand why he keeps doing this.
You don't understand?
I feel like it's pretty obvious
Yeah.
to spoil things. I don't spoil things.
Good thing.
Name me one thing I've actually spoiled.
The last. So we need to
Okay. Yeah. Having fun with the title once again. That's all that was. Alright, that was short and sweet, and I guess that was the title reveal. I gotta check out all the other names they got down there. But that's strictly what it was, I guess. Just an official title reveal finally, while having some fun with it, clearly. I like that they poked fun at Tom Holland. Well, spoiling pretty much everything. And he's wearing his shirt from one of the past movies. I think Civil War. I think it was Civil War. He wore that shirt. I don't know if this is a sign that a trailer is coming soon. I don't think so. This is just an official title reveal. And I did like the gag they were pulling with the fake titles on social media. You know, what was it? Eat a Phone Home, Home Slice. If I were to go with those two being the real title, I would have to choose Home Slice. But I like the title No Way Home. That's perfect. It's a perfect title setting up the continuing story of Spider-Man and having his identity given away. Yeah, that was short and sweet. Thank you for joining me in reacting with an official sneak peek of Spider-Man Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. Bye.